Alright folks, today we're making the candy color in the Fluke. It's going to have a chartreuse tail, so we're going to heat up some chartreuse. I had a whole tub of it. Chartreuse is something I usually have laying around. I try to use up all the colors I can. I thought about showing y'all a picture this morning of all my leftovers. I thought, no, y'all be going like, what? I got a pile back here on the left of stems where I was like making banana yesterday, and I made creamy yesterday. And I got bags of leftover plastic. I'll use Ziploc bags, and that's what I do. I keep them in it. And anyway, it builds up after a while, and you got to try to use some of it anytime you can. You can't just keep using new liquid all the time, new plastisol. You got to use it up. And it, good thing about solid colors, you can remelt it and reuse it. A lot of y'all make baits. I see your comments and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, let's get this cooked up, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, see I got a little tub of azure. This is the body color. Now I've got the chartreuse cooking, so while it's cooking, I'm going to get this ready. This is a neon blue, okay? And it has firecracker coloring in it. Like some of you going like, Dennis, what is firecracker? Firecracker is silver, red, and blue. Yep. So that's what it's got in it. Gives it a little bit of coloring. I know somebody's probably going like, it's like close to Blue Boy. No, it's not close to Blue Boy. It's a lot bluer than Blue Boy. See here. I'm looking around. Do I have a Blue Boy hanging here? Here's the winter color. Here's the winter with the chartreuse tail. Now you can see the difference. Yeah, it's a darker blue, and it's a different blue, isn't it? It's like a medium blue. Plus, it has the different color flake in it, right? All that makes a difference, guys. And this is being a neon blue. It's going to reflect light different, right? Neons and fluorescents reflect light different. That's what the difference is in coloring like that. So I use quite a few neons coloring. The neon lime I use. We have good luck with that. And I think that's a lot of it. When the light hits it, it's going to look different to the fish. So, hey, let's give them something different to look at. All right, let me get all this cooked up. We're going to shoot the mold with the chartreuse first. Let's lock them down, and then we'll come back, cut the bodies off, and we'll show you how to do all that. Alright guys, look at that. It looks like it's thousands and thousands of bubbles, like fuzz or cream to me. Alright, I'm going to put it in the vacuum chamber. Alright, you can see that's how far it rose up. It sucked it up that far. It was bubbling up. It looks like it's boiling. I've showed you all this before in the vacuum chamber. But look how pretty it is now. Yep. Alright guys, we're going to shoot the chartreuse. Okay, I'm not going to re-tap the molds because the only thing we're doing is all we need is the tails. We're after the tails of them, right? I popped this mold open. Alright. Oh, this didn't work as good. Well, when I pop these molds open, what I wanted to share with you, that one didn't do as good. If I can keep them in place like that, then I can take and I can just pick the bait up like that, and I can cut the tail off. I'm cutting it off. This body shape now is segmented, and I'll show you I'll show you here in a second. All right. Then that way I can leave the tails where they go, and it makes it easier putting them back. I'm going to show you two tricks without making this video a country mile long. Now this one here I'm just going to cut off. I'm cutting them off right there. Trying to get them all close to the same. They don't have to be exactly. I try to get them close to the same so they look good to y'all when you buy them. But I promise you the fish don't care. I see all those are tailless. Now when they come out on my mold like that, what I do, you can see there's a break in it right here. Alright, it's just a thinner spot. There you can see it. Alright, you don't want that to be your cut spot. You want a lot of meat there for the next color to catch a hold of. So I go back to that behind that just a little bit, so I'll try to hit. Okay, That's what I'm trying to do. Alright, let me do all those like that, and then I'm going to show you a trick. I don't show this to everybody, guys. Y'all very lucky. Let me show this to you. I put... Guys, this is just cheap vegetable oil. Alright? I put a couple drops right there like that. I know y'all think, what? Yeah, pure vegetable oil. That's all it is. I've told y'all that before. Look, that I can put it in place. It's just to give me something slick to move it around. Look, I can move it right around. Fine, it doesn't hurt the baits. You can slide them right in place. That's the reason I put the oil on it. It makes it slick. Alright? So, put it in a dry mold. This plastic wants to stick to everything. See here, look here. It's trying to stick to the mold here now. Yeah. That's the way this stuff is. Everything it touches, it wants to stick to. They want to stick to each other. See, those two are stuck together. See? So the vegetable oil, you put a little bit on your hand, a little bit on that mold, you can slide them around. That's why I use it. And it doesn't hurt the baits. It doesn't hurt the plastic. Alright? Okay? All those are done. Now, what I've got to do is sit right here real fast and put all these back in place. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm going to cook the plastic. See, I can slide them right around now with that oil in there. I can flip them around like that. So, I've showed the oil before. I watch a lot of guys on YouTube make baits. I like watching that too. I know a lot of y'all do. I see you comment. See y'all make comments on that. And they use worm oil. Worm oil works just great, guys. But worm oil is expensive. You can buy that for a couple of dollars. You watch get upset. Or when your wife says, I tell you how I got one bottle. My wife said, expiration date on this is getting close. Same with a few days off or a week off. And she said, I'm going to buy a new bottle. I said, give me that one. She said, why? I said, because these molds don't care if the expiration date's gone, right? So she gave me one bottle and she went and bought a new one. So we don't use a lot of cooking oil. We bake a lot of stuff. And we're oven bag cookers and crock pots. Yeah, we cook something in a crock pot every week, sometimes twice a week. All right. We put this back together, put the tails in it, and I'm gonna cook the blue up as I'm doing it. Then we're gonna shoot the blue. All right, guys. I ran it up to 350 degrees. I put it in the vacuum chamber. Then I took and reheated it back up to 350. See, it's just good and smooth. Oops. It's leaked out on me a little bit there. That's all right. So you put it in that vacuum chamber, buddy. It gets her nice and pretty. So, and once in a while you still get an air bubble. You know, you still get an air bubble in it once in a while. A lot of times it's from the gun or something. But if you don't have a vacuum chamber, you're pumping a lot of bubbles. Y'all ready? Alright, open the mold here. Yep. Everybody wants to open the mold and keep them in place, but that don't work. That don't work very good most of the time. Some molds are better than others. There you go. Alright, so that's a pretty bait. A little pretty tail there on it. Let me open another mold. I got a cookie sheet right here, and that's what I usually do. I lay them out on the cookie sheet side by side. Tell you something, guys. Look, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to charge you for this either. This is free. If I would let those baits lay like that right there, that's the shape they would take. See how crooked this one is? I could come back 3 or 4 hours and pick it up, and they would stay in that shape. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? When you first pour these, if I take and let that bait be crooked like that, it'll always be crooked like that. It'll take that shape. That's why we lay them on a cookie sheet like that, and you pull them off again. I pinch them at the head. That's where you usually get the bubble, and that's what I'm filling for when I pull them off. Okay, and that's what I'm filling for. And I lay them on the sheet straight. Now, like this one right here, the tail got a little crooked on the end. See how that tail is? There you go. I'll try to open that tail up. Yeah, it takes time. You know, just making the baits. But you get faster at it. You know, you can grab them right here like that. And here's what I learned. I'm telling y'all too many secrets. When this bait, I don't know if I can do it if y'all see. When the bait hits, I don't lay it straight down. I go like this and slide it forward. That makes the tail open up. Yep. That makes sense? But that's what you got to do, guys. You got to make sure they're laying straight. Because if they're laying crooked, that open. Duh. If If you lay them crooked, they always will be crooked. All right, this is done pretty good. Opened up pretty good. Isn't that pretty? And that tail, boy, that tail sets them off. All right. They see that old tail flickering, like, come bite me. This color shows up good. It's a good clear water color to real light stain water. Okay. All right, guys, these are really pretty baits. Somebody's going to win these. Okay. You leave your number between 10 and 400. All right. And on Wednesday night at 5 o'clock, I do a draw. Not at 7, not at 8. Some of you leaving your numbers at 6:30, 8, 7 o'clock. It's over, guys. Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. It's over. I make a draw. Film myself doing it with a random number. Whoever gets closest to the number and don't go over the number is going to win. I'm going to comment to you that night and say, hey, Buckwheat, you won. Email me your address. Okay, I'm not going to try to guess your address. Email it to me. Some of you, I know who you are by your title that you leave a comment by, and I have found your address because you've ordered from me before. But I like for you to go ahead and send me your address. I'll make sure I'm sending it to the right person. Okay? And I'll send out to you. I think right now I've got 3 people this year that have never emailed me their address and have never got a package. Okay? I don't know if they even knew they ever won. I don't know. That's all I can do, guys, is comment to you and say, hey, you won. It's up to you after that. All right? Make sure you're a subscriber. It's a little black box. If it's black, it says subscriber. Where the subscriber button is, you're not a subscriber. I can look. It lists me. I can click on it on my studio part. It will tell me every subscriber I got. Okay? It's just I got 2,700 of them. I have to look down through all of them, guys, to check. All right? So email me your address. I'll comment back to you when I mail it and say, hey, it's on its way. If you email me your address, I'll email you back and say, hey guys, I mailed that to you. Average person, it's taken about 4 to 6 days to get it, okay? Because I just send it flat mail. All right, guys, there you go. Today is Saturday. This drawing, this video is going to be loaded tomorrow. I got to get in here and edit this thing. There's fish to be caught today. I got a lot going on. Right? Appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, see you next time. Fishing Lake Country. Bam. Oh. Alright. I'll tell you what, there's a bunch of people out here today chasing crappie. That's a nice fish, guys. They're running open water. I want to make sure y'all recording. Yeah. That's a nice fish. They're running open water. The boat you just come by, y'all heard come by, is right there. When I came down the lake, I checked a couple docks over that usually have fish on them. There was not one fish on them. I'd seen that boat sitting out there. I said, well, I know what he's doing. I hadn't fished, guys, for 5-6 days. I've been working on a boathouse. And last time I was out, there were some fish in open water. Water's 56 degrees. And I thought, well, a lot of the fish that moved to open water. All right, guys, I found another one. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, too. I've tried a few colors today. I've tried a few different colors. Just trying to find something interesting, because I've thrown it quite a few. And the idea I had to start off with wasn't working. And on this lake, if you're having trouble, stay with something with some blue in it. I know people that crappie fish here that I talked to. He's about the average size I've been catching. That first one was about 11 and a half. Pushing 12. He was a nice fish. That fish there, he's probably 10 inches. He'll fool you if you lay him in a bumper board. I don't carry my board with me no more, guys. I run out of room. But a lot of the bigger fish, as I said, are running open water, and today it's just a matter of finding them and finding bigger fish. I'm just going to run around here in a circle. That's what I was doing. I started up there, and that's where that boat just came in and stopped. He went back to there. Evidently, he went somewhere and there wasn't as many fish, and he came back. That's where he was when I came through the bridge, and I started to the left of him checking docks. Then I came out and I started seeing fish. And I seen a lot of fish up there. I could almost constantly keep a score in the live scope. But like I said, the problem is they was constantly moving too. Sometimes I'd get one cast at them. One would come out of school and follow me a little bit and turn and go back, and that'd be it. You can see them here getting after them school of shad. Look where they reached them off the bottom chasing those shad. Yep. I got my bait down there with them, but right now I think they're interested in the shad. They're not paying attention. I see my bait just came out from them. I don't think they're very big crappie either. Wow, bam. Oh, it's been a while, guys. I showed you our school. I think I'll put it in there that's going through. I just keep throwing at him, and oops, he fell off in the boat. Good thing, huh? Made it to the boat anyway. I did catch one other fish that y'all not going to see because my camera locked up. He's about 10 inches. Damn. Well, it's the best place I've been today. And I put some brush piles out on this point up in about 12 foot of water. I'm going to go up there and check them before I leave here. But they keep them sliding through here. Some stopped out here on me. That's what I've been throwing at. Some has, when they stop and slow down, like I showed you at last school, they were moving really slow, wasn't they? They hung around a long time. I threw at them a couple times. I don't think I had any size in them. That school of shad come through and they got after them. Just now I seen a school of shad and I was watching the shad. And then here come the I threw over, come through the shad, come by the crappie, and one of them hit it. Bam! I got 4 pound test on this rod, so I've been flipping them in the boat. Y'all notice that? That's a nice one. I've got 2 nice ones in this video. Bam. He's right at he's probably right at 11 inches. Yeah. Pretty fish. Bam. I got you. Come on up here. I kept him going. Once he got moving, I just kept him going. Yeah, he go flop now. He's about 9 3/4. All right, guys, I'm making a circle here. Look, that's school of shad. So I'm closer to the bank here. I'm making a circle on the same point I'm fishing. I say this, that could be something they're trying to eat on them, looks like. But if you find shad like that and you're seeing schools of shad running around like that, there's usually some kind of fish in there. It could be crappie, something, bass. As long as you're seeing bait fish, you got a good chance of finding crappie.